What's up, guys? Matt here in New Jersey, headed to New York. This is vlog number 42. What's up, guys? Here in Madison Square Gardens, New York City, and today's question comes from Brand Yourself Apparel. And the question was, hey Matt, if I'm running my business out of my house, are customers understanding of that? And do they look at you any other way than not being a real business, kind of like the vlog that I posted the other day? So that's a great question. I'm going to go ahead and address that question at our next stop. So the whole at-home business side of it isn't really something I paid a lot of attention to. I actually tried to use that to my advantage as being a family business, because a lot of people like that. But honestly, probably 90% of my customer base was online, whether it was through eBay or just our online store. So it made it a lot easier. And then what we would do for local orders is we would actually have them and meet them somewhere if they so we always shipped everything locally still. But if they wanted to pick it up, or we worked with a school or a church or organization, I would actually just go and bring it right to them. That made it a whole lot easier, and that just showed even more customer support of me bringing that product and that order directly to them, which they love that side of it. So that's an easy way and a good way out of it, to where you're providing that extra support for them, and you can also have that stay-at-home business. And I wasn't scared to let people know that I was an at-home business, and I'd tell them we had a full production area at our house as well. So when it comes to running your own business at home, don't think about that stuff. Don't think about what your customers think or other people think. Know that you're going to be making a quality product for them, right? You're going to make the best product out there. It's going to be something unique, something they can't get everywhere else, and something they can't get at a storefront. So make something different, make something unique, take care of your customers, and then you can always find a way to get it to them, whether it's shipping, whether you meet somewhere. I honestly used to have our customers come to a practice or the school that we taught at, or different places, to pick something up, because I didn't want my wife bringing it alone. And if she were going to meet a customer, or I don't want them coming by our house to pick up items, so I would have them come meet me at a Starbucks or wherever you want. So don't feel like that's going to take away from your business. Nothing like that's going to take away from your business. As long as you're making great product for them, they aren't going to think about that. You're going to get them some good pricing, an amazing product that's going to last, and something they can't get everywhere else. And then eventually you can get to the point where you get that storefront if you want to. But again, it has to make sense. If the storefront doesn't make sense and you have all that extra cost, think about the amount of rent. I mean, we were paying close to $3,000 in rent. So times that, that's $36,000 a year just in rent. That's more than I was making teaching on a full salary, right? $36,000. So that's $36,000 in savings just for the rent. And then you have the internet, you have the electric, you have the water, you have everything else. All things that you don't need that cost on. So avoid that cost as long as you can. Make some awesome products, you'll have an awesome business. All right, so hopefully that answered your question a little bit about a stay-at-home business. And remember, I started that way as a stay-at-home business, and started my entire business from the house. And I had a storefront, and after having a storefront, I didn't notice any real upkick in customer base, okay? Even though I had those walk-in customers, because I could reach them all online as well, or just hit them at local events. Didn't really need that storefront to do that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to comment below. Of course, comment below. Give me some great questions for some future vlogs. We're still here in New York City, downtown. Pretty awesome around here. Give you guys some different views before we wrap up the vlog here today. I mean, you guys see how everything is going nowadays, and all of these storefronts closing down. So there's tons of How many of you guys have ever walked into a Amazon fulfillment center, or bought something on Amazon and walked and picked it up? I mean, yeah, that's a completely different realm and a completely different business structure and everything else, but it's also very similar as well, because everything's online. They just have a warehouse or a fulfillment center and they ship it to you. Well, guess what? Your house is your warehouse and fulfillment center, and you ship it to them. The amount of money you save by working from home and having your business from home, or even, don't even think of just from home, even just not as an actual storefront, but maybe it's a much less expensive warehouse. Like I was telling you, our storefront was close to $3,000 a month. Well, had we have just had a warehouse instead of a storefront, guess what? It would have been a fraction of that cost, right? So the amount of money that you pour into it, just having all of those extra rent expenses and electric and everything, it's crazy. If your business is big enough and it makes sense for it, then yeah, it can work for you. And there's a lot of storefronts out there that it does work for, but always remember that even if you have a storefront, you have to have an online presence because there's millions. So I live in Florida. Do you really think any of these people here at Central Park would ever purchase from me if I just had a storefront in Florida? None of them. None of them over here would. So that's a mom right there. Son or daughter, probably baseball, gymnastics, something. They probably want a baseball decal. Zero chance of her ordering from the decal world back then, or Shirts and Stones, if I'm not online. All of these kids here, they're in some type of sport or activity. Zero chance of them ordering from me if I'm not online. Think of it that way. Think of the customer base that's out there, because I'll get a lot of you guys that will say things at different times and you'll be like, well, I live in a small community and we aren't really have a big, and there's only 2,000 people in our entire town. None of that matters, right? You have just as big of a customer base as I do and the next business does. You have as big as a customer base as Amazon does, technically. Now, you're not going to be able to reach that many customers, but you have access to them if you can reach them. So hopefully that helps. Online business, something huge, something that will work for you. And even if you have a storefront, please, please, please get online. I did a vlog a while ago about Ecwid. You got Etsy, you got eBay, you got everything else, but you don't have to have a storefront to be a business, so please don't think that, okay? Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog today. Of course, make sure to comment below right here. Comment here, give me some great questions to answer in future vlogs. Still here in New York, we got the MBM Secaucus show tomorrow, and looking forward to a great time. We have 3 seminars. It's going to be an awesome time here in New Jersey, New York. And of course, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel right here in Rockefeller Center. And to view all the vlogs, click right here at the Rainbow Room. To see some other cool videos, head right over here to the Radio City Musical. And to see some other cool videos, head on over to The Tonight Show. Thanks again for watching, guys. You guys all have an amazing night, and I'll see you tomorrow.